Cast.
Well, there is the view from the Charlottesville-Albemarle Regional Airport. Yeah, we had some storms that blasted through. Matter of fact, the airport recorded just over 4/10 of an inch of rainfall from this afternoon storms that moved through. And of course, this type of setup, some locations pick up a lot of rain and other areas not so much. So there are some locations that did pick well over an inch of rain up. Certainly those storms cooled the numbers down, but these were our highs today across the region. Made up to 87 before those storms set in. Certainly more humid with dew points in the 60s to near 70. That's basically air that you can wear, and then it gets wrung out by some of those showers and storms. So right now most locations are in the 70s trying to recover a little bit after those storms that did come through with some isolated severe. A look at the scene from Lake Monticello. Yeah, we had wind. A matter of fact, I'll show you some of the wind reports with some of the wind damage, but Larry Fox captured that shot. Downpours, there was certainly some large hail showing up on the radar in association with those storms. Here we are currently, and basically that cluster that is south and west of Richmond now and east of Dillon, that was the cluster that kind of basically matured even more as it came out of Madison, came through Orange, Louisa, Fluvanna County, northeastern Albemarle. Still some showers out there, but right now nothing ominous. But again, through southern Rockingham County, some downpours still ongoing. And as we widen out the view, this is over the last 3 hours, you can see those storms that came through. The strongest storm basically was through Madison and portions of Orange County, and then it would work into Louisa and Fluvanna, and that one did have some a lot of wind damage reports. So look at all of this. The Orange County Airport this afternoon at 3:35 when those storms were coming through and there was under warning, had a wind gust of 75 miles an hour. A lot of reports of wind damage, Culpeper, Madison, Orange, also into Fluvanna County as those storms came through. So we could still see some additional showers or storm here tonight, but there will be a trend for this to kind of weaken over the next several hours, especially a few hours after sunset. Temperatures tonight, mid to upper 60s, remains humid. Again, there'll be some areas of fog. Early tomorrow morning, there's likely going to be some showers around and some cloudiness. Then we'll have some dry periods. Temperatures will climb generally into the low 80s, but there will be a few afternoon storms. Once again, similar to today, we can't rule out isolated severe. A marginal risk is highlighted here in the green across a large portion of the Commonwealth, and the main threat's a damaging wind gust potential. But as we take a look at rain, some locations picking up more than others, but general amounts are going to be under half an inch unless you get a stronger thunderstorm, which any storm can produce localized higher amounts of rain. So temperatures pretty much in the low 80s on Saturday. Sunday could be a bit more unsettled, so we'll say upper 70s to lower 80s. Once again, we could have some rain in the morning and then some storms developing during the afternoon. A very slow-moving cold front nearly near the Pittsburgh area will continue to slide into the Commonwealth. It'll take until Sunday to actually move it a little farther south into our region. So again tonight, still some showers or storm around. First thing in the morning could be some showers, then a break, and then a few thunderstorms develop. Temperatures in the low and mid 80s. And then here we are as we go into Sunday. We'll likely start with some rain, some downpours, then a break, and then a few thunderstorms that will materialize during the afternoon. So tonight, mostly cloudy, an additional shower or storm, temperatures in the 60s. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Again, the weekend is not a complete washout by any means. There will be dry stretches, but at the same time, it's unsettled, and do be prepared for some of those storms. If you're outdoors, thunder roars, move indoors. Temperatures here for early next week will remain above average. We may catch a little break on Monday. Another front comes in on Tuesday, and then some drier air, but hot by next week.
Yeah, it's going to be heating up for sure. Well, let's check.